6. Hidden challenges for the property market in 2025. Are you prepared? Hello there. Quick question. Are you ready for the surprises the property market might throw at you in 2025? No? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into 6 hidden challenges that could completely change how we view property investments. Stick with me because this could make or break your next big move. Ready? Let's get started. 1. AI is everywhere. How does it affect you? Let me start with this. Have you noticed how much artificial intelligence, AI, has taken over our daily lives? If you haven't, just think about how often you've interacted with a chatbot, used predictive text, or asked a virtual assistant like Siri or Alexa for help. That's AI working behind the scenes. Now imagine how companies are using it. Banks, schools, and even government offices are adopting AI to save time and reduce costs. For example, banks use AI to waive fees or manage simple customer queries. Schools are using AI to grade assignments. Even hiring processes are now automated in many cases. So how does this connect to property? Here's the deal. When companies use AI, they often need fewer employees. Jobs that involve repetitive tasks, like customer service, accounting, or data entry, are at the highest risk. In fact, AI can even impact creative roles like mine or yours. Now think about the bigger picture. If people lose jobs or feel insecure about their employment, do you think they'll rush to buy a house? Probably not. When job stability drops, the property market slows down. What about you? Are you preparing yourself for this AI-driven world? Here's a tip. Start learning skills that AI can't easily replace. Creativity, strategy, and emotional intelligence are your best friends in this new era. Let's make sure you stay ahead, shall we? 2. Aging population. Who's selling? Who's buying? Here's another interesting shift. Singapore's population is aging rapidly. Did you know that by 2030, 1 in 4 people in Singapore will be 65 or older? Think about that for a moment. That's a significant portion of our population. Now ask yourself this. What happens when people retire? Most seniors aren't buying bigger homes. Instead, they're downsizing. They're selling their large family homes and moving into smaller, more manageable spaces, like studio apartments or retirement-friendly housing. But here's the catch. If a large number of seniors start selling their homes, who's going to buy them? Will it be young families, foreign investors, PRs? The answer isn't clear, and that's what makes this a challenge. What's clear is this. When more people are selling than buying, property prices can drop in certain segments, especially for larger homes. So, if you're planning to invest, ask yourself this. Should you focus on smaller, more practical properties instead of big, luxurious homes? By the way, this trend isn't all bad. It also means there's a growing demand for senior-friendly properties. If you're an investor, this could be a golden opportunity to cater to an aging population. 3. Outsourcing and job market shifts. Let me tell you a quick story. I know someone who runs a business in Singapore and needed to hire accountants. The problem? Hiring locally would cost him about $4,000 to $5,000 per month per accountant. That's pretty steep, right? So what did he do? He outsourced the work to Malaysia, where he could hire 3 accountants for the same price. And guess what? The accountants were just as skilled and efficient. This trend isn't unique to him. Many businesses in Singapore are outsourcing roles like accounting, IT support, and even customer service to neighboring countries where labor is cheaper. Here's where it gets interesting. If local job opportunities shrink, people may have less disposable income. And when people have less spending power, do you think they'll prioritize buying property? Probably not. As an investor, this is something to keep an eye on. A weaker local job market could mean slower demand for private properties, especially in the mid-range and luxury segments. Have you thought about how this might affect your own property plans? It's definitely something to consider. 4. Global conflicts. Far away, but close to home. Here's a question for you. Do you think wars happening thousands of kilometers away can impact Singapore's property market? If your answer is no, think again. Take the ongoing conflicts in Ukraine or the Middle East. These events don't just affect the countries involved. They ripple across the globe. When global tensions rise, financial markets get shaky. Businesses become cautious. Consumers start saving more and spending less. Now let's connect the dots. If people are tightening their wallets, do you think they'll feel confident buying a new home? Probably not. Developers might start offering discounts to clear their unsold units, and desperate sellers might list their properties at lower prices to avoid financial strain. And here's the thing. While this might create opportunities for buyers, it also signals uncertainty in the market. So, what should you do? Keep an eye on global events. Even something that seems distant could have a surprising impact on your property investment decisions. 5. Oversupply of homes. Is it too much? If you've been paying attention, you might have noticed that HDB has been rolling out a lot of new flats. Over the last few years, tens of thousands of units have been launched. That's great news for people looking for affordable housing, right? But here's the flip side. What happens when there are too many flats and not enough buyers? That's called oversupply, and it can lead to falling prices in certain areas. Think about it. When these flats hit the resale market after their minimum occupation period, MOP, there might be a flood of properties available. If demand doesn't keep up, prices could dip, especially for older or less desirable units. As an investor, here's a tip. Pay close attention to supply trends. Are you buying in an area that's already saturated with similar properties? If so, you might want to rethink your strategy. 6. The RTS link, a game changer or a risk? Finally, let's talk about the Rapid Transit System, RTS, connecting Singapore and Johor Bahru. This is a big deal. Imagine being able to travel between the two cities in minutes. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the question. If it becomes so convenient to live in JB and work in Singapore, will people start moving across the border? Think about the benefits: lower cost of living, cheaper groceries, and more affordable housing. It's an attractive option, especially for those who are struggling with Singapore's high living costs. Now, what does this mean for Singapore's property market? If more people move to JB, demand for rental properties in Singapore could drop. On the other hand, JB's property market might see a boom. Would you consider investing in properties near RTS stations? It could be the next big thing, but as always, do your homework first. Your next steps. All right, we've covered a lot of ground today. So what can you do to prepare for these challenges? Here are a few tips. Stay informed. Knowledge is your best defense. Keep up with market trends, government policies, and global events. Diversify your investments. Don't put all your money into one type of property. Consider mixing public and private properties or even exploring overseas markets. Upgrade your skills. Whether you're an investor or a homeowner, continuous learning is key to staying ahead in a changing world. The takeaway. The property market is always evolving, and 2025 will be no exception. From AI to aging populations, global conflicts to oversupply, and even the RTS link, each of these factors could impact your decisions. But here's the good news. By staying informed and adaptable, you can turn challenges into opportunities. So, are you ready to navigate these changes? If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Let's figure this out together. See you in the next video.